Hey, good morning, folks. Welcome to week 3 of senior seminar. Hope you all had a great weekend. It was great to see the weather improving a little bit, and things are moving at pace. Got a busy week. I'm going to actually do 2 videos. I'm going to talk to you about the week 3, there's my hands again, the week 3 deliverables, and then I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the IDS curriculum paper that's due this week. I know there's been some confusion. I heard from a couple of you, but don't freak. I'll fix that for you. First, let's kind of talk about the deliverables for the week. I've got some articles I want you to read. I want you to read the meaning of music in the lives of older people, how they use music, how music is used for intellectual, emotional, spiritual, physical stimulation, and the important connections there. I want you to read this article about subculture and something that sociologists are calling neotribes. And that's basically a brief overview of the relationship between youth style, fashion, language, social connections, and their musical tastes. So basically here the idea is if young individuals share the same type of musical taste, are they likely to share other types of psychological, sociological characteristics and attributes? And then we're going to kind of make another shift in this interdisciplinary framework or viewpoint, if you will, on music, and that's kind of a shift to the economics and business of music. And I want you to read some articles on copyright and music, and also to look at some issues related to copyright infringement. Individuals that create music, not just the melody, but the stylistic things with regard to music, lyrics that go along with music are all copyrightable. It's all considered intellectual property, so how that's treated is important. And then I've got a couple very brief YouTube videos. Both of them are on music business. One looks at the economics of making music. You know, a lot of us, myself included, think that, you know, once you cut an album or come out with a music video, wow, you must be rolling in cash, you know, making huge sums of money and living the high life. That's not the case. And then Nissan Wasfi, who is an incredibly talented scholar, has a real quick 2 minutes on what economics really means to the music business. Lastly, but certainly not least, the reading journal. Keep up with the reading journal stuff. You continue to do good work. I know that it's a challenge to bring everything that you've read and watched in a week down to a couple paragraphs, but again, I'm not interested in what it is you read or what it is you watched. I'm interested in what you think about what you read and what you watched. I know what I'm not trying to sound crass, but I know what the articles say. I've read them. I know what the videos are trying to express and imply. I've watched them numerous times. So I'm really interested in kind of what's going on here. What's going on in the 6 inches between your left ear and your right ear. So that's the deliverables for the week. There'll also be another video just underneath this one on the Blackboard site that'll be more specific instruction on, you know what, forget about that. I'm going to talk about the IDS paper right now. So you got a curriculum paper. What is that? I have some instruction and direction in the syllabus, but what I really want is it says 7, but 5 to 7 pages. I want you to write about, from a curricular perspective, your IDS journey. I want to know, what is the IDS focus of your degree program? Is it child advocacy and psychology, sociology? Is it business and coaching? Is it history and art and psychology? So what is your focus? Why did you choose that focus? What happened in your background? You got to have some kind of plan. You just didn't come here randomly and go, you know what, I'm going to be an IDS major, I'm going to study these things. What occurred? What was your thinking process, your desire, your goals, your dreams, your objectives in creating this IDS degree program? Then this next part is a little bit tricky. I want you to list every course you've taken in your IDS degree program. Now you might think, well, I don't know what those were. Well, they're in your program of study. And you all should have copies of your program of study. I'm not interested in the general education courses. I'm interested in those courses that are your discipline, cognate, your minors. So I'm interested in the courses that you took and what you got out of the courses. Don't go back and pull the course syllabus and say, well, you know, when I took developmental psychology, here's what I learned. No, the learning, I'm not interested in that. What did you get out of the courses? How did what you learn in those courses help contribute to that overall IDS degree program? So if you were in child advocacy and psychology and sociology were kind of your cognate areas and you took developmental psychology, you could say, what I learned is that the psychology of an individual, its development, its maturity, occurs over an individual's lifespan. So basically from the cradle to the grave. And that we don't have one simple psychological profile, we have many. That it evolves and matures. And as we learn, as we gain experience and learn to adapt and respond to psychological stressors, we develop defense mechanisms and coping strategies. Those are the types of things that I'm kind of interested in. And then once you respond to that, how's that going to help you in child advocacy? Well, you could say, and now that I know something about developmental psychology, I understand that when you advocate for a child, you have to realize that that child's issues oftentimes are just not germane to the child, but to the child's family unit, whatever that unit looks like. It might be additional siblings, it might be one-parent household, two-parent households, no parent but grandparent or auntie or whatever the case may be. So I'm looking for connections, and I want you to start thinking about connections. So again, I want you to kind of describe how the courses that you have been taking connect to that IDS theme. Right? Now, a couple of you said, well, you know, the stuff's due at the end of the week, I can't possibly get that done. Okay. I have a deadline, timeline in there for a reason, but, you know, if you're going to stress out over it, I'm more interested in good content than I am for you to hurry and put something together. So what I'm going to tell you is that you don't have to turn the paper in by Friday or Saturday of this week. You can turn it in to me next week, no later than next Friday. But you can have until next week if you feel absolutely you need to have additional time. Now, if you got questions, you have concerns, you need further elucidation of the assignment, whatever it might be, by all means, connect with me. I'll help you out. I hope you have a great week. Weather's supposed to be really nice, and it's good when it gets warm. I said this to you before. I'm going to say it to you again. Take care of yourselves, right? College is not the only thing that happens in your lives, and if you're not good kind of here and here and here, you're not good anywhere else. So take care of the most important thing that you got, and that's you. Hope you have a great week, and I'll see you virtually next week.